being played as part of the November online feast. I'm going to need someone to volunteer to step forward as team captain. You will be responsible for reporting in and watching the Discord feed so I don't have to.
Okay, well, I don't know what to do, but I'll volunteer.
Basically, you keep an eye on Discord to see if there are any announcements that I need to hear about. And every once in a while, I'll tell you to jump over to the reporting channel to do a report for me and let them know that we finished a mission or failed a mission.
And do you have that channel? Or is there...
If you scroll up to the top on Discord, you should see it under text channels. You should see report.
Okay. See it.
So, why don't everyone introduce themselves to each other? We'll start with Ross Connie, or Ross Connion.
Sure. You see a heavily armored half elf. He wears. I'm not sure if I did the duty yet, but I don't currently have it on his shield. While he has a symbol of a deity on the large on his shield. He wears typical one arm weapons, and he's about then a devotion paladin. He will tell you to stick around him for his or benefits.
All right, Maxwell.
Maxwell's a human death monk, and he has plenty of knives, and that's about it. Just wearing normal clothes.
All right, Rock.
I am Rock, Orc champion from the Kingdom of Many Arrows. When war came to our kingdom, the kingdom crumbled, scattering our tribes across the realm. Now I fight for my survival.
And that leaves Fedamar.
Hello, I'm Fedamar. Look a little odd, I'm sure, with my kind of green skin, green hair. But I'll blend in as well as I can here. I blend in pretty well in nature areas. I'm a druid from islands off to the east of the mainland here. So I'm exploring the world and learning about other islands and other lands.
So this is an APL 8 adventure. Congratulations, you are a weak to very weak party.
Sounds like my life.
Port Nyanzaru, city of wonders and gateway to the savage jungles of Chult. You've traveled from afar to forge your legends in this crucible of adventure. The city's bazaars heave with fortune seekers, and the mysteries of the jungle beckon from beyond the gates. On this day, Port Nyanzaru hosts its famous dinosaur races. Grand lizards of all sizes scramble through the streets, whipped on by daredevil riders. As evening fog rolls in over the Bay of Chult, torches are lit to mark the race course through the city streets. Then, black sails emerge from the fog. Warning bells toll from the fort, and a crimson beacon ignites on the lighthouse above the harbor. Pirates are coming. A black galleon with sails of human skin looms at the heart of the armada. As the pirates launch their attack, a cruel voice booms from the devil ship. Bring me the traitor Pelican Jake, or I'll tear one soul from this city for each coin he stole from me. And with that, the fight is on.
Does anybody know this Pelican Jake?
Nope.
You are allowed to do one mission in each of the 5 areas. Each of the 5 areas corresponds to a faction. You'll also note that each quest has a type associated with it, indicating if it's heavier on combat, exploration, or social interaction. I'm also going to give you fair warning that some of these quests are dangerous. Even if you survive, you may be maimed for life. But hey, you're adventurers.
That's what we signed up for.
Well, we can unleash the dinosaurs. Slay the pirate champion, which sounds like a fun one. I'd
So,
go for
something
slay the
that's-
pirate champion myself.
So something that I've found helps in the past is if all of you will drag your token to the section that matches your faction.
Okay, let's see. One.
Oh, beautiful. So the idea here is now we know. Normally what happens is you get a cluster with 2 or 3 people on one faction. In this case, it looks like you guys were fairly evenly spread.
Well, I'm not sure what my picture is.
Which character are you?
Maxwell.
And what faction are you? You're currently in the Order of the Gauntlet area.
Well, I guess the one with the castle is Lord Solanson.
It's a crown, but yes.
Okay.
Additionally, some ground rules I should cover with you guys. You can only play one quest in each sector. You are only allowed one short rest and no long rests. If you look, these are at the bottom of the map. You cannot cast spells with a casting time longer than 5 minutes before the event begins. You can't cast spells with a casting time longer than 5 minutes without using a short rest. And spells with a casting time longer than 1 hour cannot be cast at all. But you can purchase spellcasting services between the encounters. So, it looks like you guys are spread out. You guys choose which one you want to do. I'm hearing a vote for 8. Slay the Pirate Champion. Do I hear any contesting votes? Going once. Going twice. We now have Unleashed the Dinosaurs. Okay, 2 people have chosen Slay the Pirate Champion. Barring a 4th vote, I guess that one wins. So we will slay a champion tonight.
I figure since we're at full strength now, that's probably the best time to take him.
Works for me.
I am the only true champion.
Then we'll slay the fake one. We'll keep you with us.
Smoke's pirates have breached the Tiriki Gate and are pushing through into the market ward. A staunch defense has been mounted outside the Red Market, with mercenaries forming a barricade of upturned carts across the street. Akeen Offa stands atop the barricade, fresh blood dripping from her blade. Some of the bastards got through. I need you to kill them, and she points at you. One of Captain Smoke's champions, a minotaur called Captain Walharrow, broke through with a band of his pirates. He was last seen near the Thundering Lizard Tavern. Track him down, kill him, and use this to demoralize the pirates. You'll save countless denizens of the market ward. Do this, and I'll even give you a 400 gold piece reward if you return with proof of his death. Do we have a deal?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Good. Go. And bring me his head. And I don't particularly care which head it is, either. Anyways, as you guys turn to leave, armed guards come up and ask you to turn aside for a moment, quite insistently. They escort you to a courtyard with an Alistair Bowles villa. The nobleman lounges on a divan before a fountain, his body pouring with sweat from the sticky even heat. A map of the city spreads before him, with sugared treats marking enemy positions. Ah, you've seen Akin Afa. Good. I have need of your assistance. One of our knights recently embarked on an expedition into the jungle. He succumbed to mad monkey fever and sent his squire back to fetch vital medical supplies, a halfling called Gordo the Just. He is the only one who can locate our missing knight within the trackless jungle. He's staying overnight at the Thundering Lizard, planning to return to his master at daybreak with the supplies. I want you to find him and escort him to the city limits.
I guess we'll head to the Thundering Lizard then.
Yes, well, you kind of already agreed to do that since that's where your target is. I should mention he does have the Order of the Gauntlet pin displayed very prominently on his collars and both of his and at the clasps on both wrists for his shirt.
So I will show mine when as soon as I can. As soon as the conversation has a little stop.
I suggest you hurry. The pirates are not known for being gentle.
Well, if everybody can run, we can get there fast. And I can walk. Yeah.
Oh, joy. Whoever put this into the system didn't put a grid on it.
Oh, nice job. Perfect alignment.
Just to make sure, my faction insignia is always shown. But what I said earlier was to point it out a little bit, like scratch around there or something.
Yeah, no, the problem wasn't perfect alignment. The problem is there was no grid at all.
Yeah, that would explain the perfect alignment.
Better yet, even now that I have the grid on, it looks like the grid is the map was not imported pixel perfect.
I see that.
If I turn my glasses sideways, it looks fine.
So, you know what? This is the official map. I don't know about you guys, but the grid's not aligning makes my eyes hurt.
Manual it is.
So, once we drag in, size your tokens to match. So, on better days, this district is the heart of the city, a hive of street hawkers, merchants, and market traders. Tonight, the narrow streets stand empty as residents cower behind locked doors and shuttered windows. In the distance, the rumbles of battle echo from the harbor ward. The thundering lizard sprawls on a street corner near the Red Market. Tables and benches spill out over the street, and a painted tyrannosaur skull hangs above the main entrance. From within, you hear breaking glass and drunken cries of pirates. Has anyone here played DDEX 1-9 before?
Don't know what that is.
Outlaws of the Iron Right.
Don't think so.
Not with this guy.
Not with this guy.
Not with this PC.
So do we have any plans, or just go in and take names?
Did we get a description of the guy, or we got to figure it
It's
out?
a Minotaur.
Oh, okay.
Don't know how many there are, but probably just one.
Bring me more ale!
He's a big one.
And you see him shove/throw a portly halfling halfway across the room so that the halfling kind of bounces over the bar. And was I using my push to talk button just now, or was I using my scaling button?
No, you were talking.
You're talking.
There's even a dinosaur inside.
There's not really room for the dinosaur inside, so... So what do you guys do?
I hear pirates.
Well, what does our druid have for spells? Anything to control some?
Well, I could maybe throw an entangle in there and tie a couple of them up for a while.
That'd probably be good.
Can I go ahead and do that, DM, or do we need to get to initiative, or what do you want to do?
If you guys are just going to straight into combat, it sounds like you guys are just bashing in the door and going straight to combat, so roll initiative. And as the doors bang open, you see the halfling duck behind the counter, and suddenly the door right here, you can see it open even though there's no one there. It's almost like, he's on his hands and knees crawling out of the way. Everyone has rolled their initiative, and the bandits are like, more slavies! No, wait. Adventurers! Loot them! It's been just long enough since I used Fantasy Grands, I'm having to remember how to do a few things. And he starts slashing furiously at Ruskonian. And things are not going well for Ruskonian. He takes a couple of hits. Meanwhile, in the back, you hear the sound of shattering wood, followed by boom, 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 boom. And you see a dinosaur round the corner, smashing its tail into a nearby building before charging on forward and smashing a table under its weight.
All right, I'm going to cast Entangle, like we talked about. On there, let me draw another square. Well, it's going to be, oops,
It's a 20-foot square.
20-foot square. I'll put it around these three here. Sorry, my controls are going crazy on me. There we go.
Those three. Is that the square you wanted to place and where you wanted it placed?
That's the deal. Thank you for putting it there. For some reason, mine wasn't working.
This is yours.
And...
It just got placed weirdly. So,
okay, gotcha.
Go ahead and roll their saves.
Okay, so let's see. Bandit 2 and 3 are going to be restrained. Sorry, I'm going kind of a slow, little bit of a slow connection apparently, so it's lagging on me.
So it looks like you accidentally
But
applied
I
it to
think
the
it
Minotaur.
restrained
I'm fixing it.
Oh, sorry about that. I tried to take him off, but Nope,
The system
there he is.
automatically took him off for you when he made the save.
okay. Oh, so I put him back on. Gotcha.
And that's your turn?
That is, no, actually, bonus action. I've got this big dinosaur right next to me, so I'm going to turn into something big.
Do you know what you want to turn into?
I think I'll turn into a brown bear. Now, I have a PC made that I can bring in, or if there's an NPC available, put that in, whatever you want to do.
If you have a PC made, that probably works best. I can give you an NPC, but in my opinion, that always works wonky in Fantasy Grounds.
Okay, I'm bringing him in now. His name is Fedamar Brown Bear. Makes it easy that way. And whenever he gets here, oh, there he is.
So Rock gets shoved forward a little as another table goes smashing. And is that your turn?
That's my turn. Oh, thanks for hitting the button for me.
So what happens if a bandit captain walks into the entangle spell after it's already up?
Difficult terrain.
If they walk into it, it's difficult terrain.
2, 3. Well, he'll spend his movement, and he will attack relentlessly at the orc that's trying to claw his way through the door. Because, that's just not polite behavior. Didn't your mama teach you better, orc? Don't disturb your betters when they're eating, or they'll eat you. Oops, I did not mean to do that to myself. So the Minotaur just kind of rips through the dirt and mud and whatnot, runs up to the wall, and uses his action to drop his horns and charge into the wall. And bounces off of it painfully. Apparently the walls here are made of sturdy stuff. But
he's drunk already.
But I will warn you guys, you saw his horns did punch straight through the wall. There was this nice little spray of shrapnel in the form of splinters and paint chips, and that looked like part of a supporting member. You don't think that wall is going to hold up much longer. So Maxwell.
Well, Maxwell's gonna go over there and beat up on the dinosaur some.
I'm familiar with the Moon Druid's abilities, Fedamar. I have one myself. He's fun. I don't get to
Oh,
play
yeah.
Tarzan enough. And yes, he was raised by wolves. Why do you ask?
I didn't.
I'll move away some with mobility.
And I believe he's restrained until he makes a strength check.
That's correct.
Does a 17 succeed?
Yes. DC's 50.
Rakosian, or Raskonian.
There seemed to be a icon and band captain too. That is, what is it for? Restraint. Okay, I'll go for it.
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to see the status on the Bandit Captain 2. Right now, I saw it. And I'm swinging at that one. That was a double press. I fixed it. Shield of Fate, done.
Did you mean to apply it to Bandit Captain number 2?
Oops, no.
Removing.
What are these vines? No matter, I kill the bandit anyway.
As the sword chops into Bandit Captain for minimal damage, and his extra attack also hits for a lot better damage. Then he'll hold position and pass.
This guy doesn't like being caught up in entangling vines either. He starts ripping and tearing at them, and I believe a 16 passes.
Yes. Dang it.
You wasted 2 of their turns and gave your allies advantage. That was an effective spell. And I'm so sorry, Mr. Brown Bear, but you've got the attention of a I don't know how to pronounce that.
Dinosaur.
Barney.
And the dinosaur proceeds to claw and bite at you for all it's worth, furiously. And it is the brown bear's turn.
Brown bear will return in kind and try to bite and claw the Deinonychus. Oh, can you, oh, here, I'll do it. Now it's brown bear's turn. There we go. And the claws. Hey, something hit nice. And that's brown bear's turn.
I don't remember anyone else hitting the Deinonychus.
The monk.
Ah, yes, the monk who unleashes flurry of blows. So Bandit Captain 12 is just like, stop moving, orc, and let me hit you. I want your guts for garters. Well, actually, looking at you, you're so small, I'll probably have to use it for condoms.
Go bareback.
2, 3, 1, 5. So the Minotaur charges in at Rock. Ooh.
You should attack the wall instead.
Does anyone know how to force roll critical damage?
Shift.
Oh, shoot, and that was done as an effect anyway, so you're going to take an additional 48 damage. So you'll need to manually apply an additional 7 damage, Rock. As the Minotaur just drops his horns and charges right at you and manages to... Well, he puts them where they're going to have the most effect on an orc. Maxwell.
Maxwell's going to move up and attack Bandit Captain 12. And I'll go ahead and do Stunning Strike on that one too.
Not a stunning strike. Alas, Bandit Captain 2, you are so well loved.
And I'll move out of the way for the bear.
So Bandit Captain 3 steps forward, and the only person he can reach is poor Rock. Rock, did you forget to put your armor on this morning?
These pirates are sneaky.
I keep going for Captain 2. I'm wondering if Rock will disengage or go down. I'll get him up the next round if he goes down. I swing with my longsword, and that's it.
Rock.
Rock will use bonus action to take a deep breath, try to regain his composure as he looks at the blood streaming from his gaping wounds.
He quickly decides it's just a flesh wound and he'll walk it off.
Turns to look at Captain 2 and says,
Now I will finish the job.
Swings his longsword, connecting with the bandit for max, and an extra attack yields a critical, which digs deep and strikes the bandit captain to the ground. Rock will then use a little bit of movement to make some room in the doorway and then pass his turn.
So, Mr. Brown Bear, it's your turn. And I do believe Bandit Captain 12 is stunned. So you're going to maul him, aren't you?
If I can get him targeted, there we go, got him. All right, bye. Don't know why it rolled twice.
Stunned.
Because I had advantage. That's why. Okay.
And right about now, you see the door open, and a halfling pokes his head out and looks into the chamber before slamming the door shut.
And the claws on the bandit. Good thing I had advantage there. And that is Bear's turn.
Did anyone get the number of the license of the bear that just hit me? I hope someone got the number plate so I can report his license. The Minotaur is just like, ugh, you scurry scallywags aren't worth my time. Just die already. And he recklessly swings with his great axe. I'm so sorry, Rock, but you are the only possible target.
Champion versus champion. Oh no!
Maxwell.
I'll just move in and attack that one.
Oh man, Rock's down, isn't he? Bummer.
Let me roll again. Should have advantage on it.
Yeah, the problem is you aren't targeting him, it looks like. So it's not applying the... But that was definitely a hit.
Yeah, it's not. I keep trying to hit advantage, but it's not doing it.
Yeah, it's not applying your advantage. Why?
Effects
I
not
have to
on.
do it manually because the stun wears off.
You're targeting Bandit. Well, the thing is, the stun shouldn't be off Bandit Captain.
Yeah, but it just comes off automatic at the beginning of my turn.
Oh, instead of at the end of your turn.
Like, yeah, because Fantasy Ground does do it. And now I'm done.
Ah! You scallywag! No sooner we drop one of you than two more show up. Die already! And he turns from giving coup de grace to Rock to pay attention to Maxwell. And I realized I forgot to ask, is anyone here on Meat Grinder mode?
No.
Direct damage. Take the damage off the second one.
Oh, yes, please go ahead and take it off. Sorry. And Rosconian.
Okay, Rock seems to be in need of healing. I will do so.
So you're going to eat the opportunity attack from Bandit Captain number 12?
Yes. Could you heal yourself 20 points of Rock?
Gladly, thank you.
At 20.
I am
Thank you.
sorry, Rock, but I just seem to keep critting you.
You crit me again?
Oh, it's my turn. Can you remove the unconscious? Poor favor.
I can indeed. And I will remind you that the Minotaur swung recklessly, so
Okay.
advantage on your attack back if you target him instead of someone else.
Rock jumps to his feet for 15 feet of movement and looks at the Minotaur and says,
You great champion, but now you die.
swings his long sword. Boom!
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
just a crit-tastic game.
So far it is. That's crazy.
That's what, the fifth
then-
crit?
And does an extra attack. Oh. And then,
You should have had advantage on that.
okay. Let me roll again. Oh, okay.
And
then
actually, I'm looking at this. You didn't roll advantage on the crit, so roll one more time.
but I already got the best roll. Crit.
Yeah, but the 6 was paired with the crit.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Thank you. Okay, thanks to the DM, I managed to get a hit on my extra attack for minimal damage, but still damage. And then Rock will begin to move very fast as he surges into action. But turns to look at Bandit Captain. Oh, well, I take that back. That was a reckless. I'll stick with the advantage on the Minotaur, taking my first swing, getting a hit, minimal, and do an extra attack for the surge. Another hit as the
Can I
sword
ask what
chops
fighting
into
style you are?
I am, I think, defensive.
Ah, okay, that explains it.
But I'll get you that exact answer in a
No,
moment.
defensive, I believe. I just don't see it very often.
And then I'll hold position and pass.
So it is the brown bear's turn.
Brown Bill will bite and claw at the bandit captain again. And the claws.
Sheesh, these captains are tough.
At least I'm hitting him. I thought I rolled damage. Let me roll it again. If it pops up twice, it's just lagging. Nope,
Now
there
that
you
was
go.
just a sad roll.
That was a pretty wimpy claw there. But unfortunately, that's his turn. I can't. Can I squeeze in through the
Not
door?
really.
Yeah, there's probably nothing room there.
No. No, move out of the way, so.
So the bandit captain kind of turns his attention and he's like, "Go away, bear. You're just unbearable."
So was that joke?
And he lightly whips his weapon on your nose. Less like he's trying to actually kill you and more like he's trying to get you to roar. And when you do, he brings his dagger up right under your jaw and tries to cut your throat.
Another crit.
Another freaking crit.
Bear is not happy.
Yeah, well, at least the bear isn't about to get recklessly attacked like Rock is.
Champion.
For half a second, I thought one of those was going to come up a crit. Kill them, my lord. And he drops to the ground, quite dead.
I'm rolling my con saves for my spell there.
Oh, I'd totally forgotten about that.
That's a.
Well,
And
let's see if we
dropped.
can
No
stun
more
him.
binds.
Okay.
So, Maxwell, don't forget you have advantage on striking at the Minotaur. And now you
Okay.
have doubly advantage.
Well, that was for the first one. And then I'll use my final attack.
What was the second save for?
Oh, that was supposed to be for the,
Damage.
yeah. So let me do the crit damage, then I'll do the other one.
Yet another crit. How many is that?
A lot. And don't forget to add the stun
2.
effect to the Minotaur. And I believe you have one last attack left?
No, I didn't do a flurry. I just did
Ah, okay.
3 attacks.
I thought I only counted 2, but I will take your word.
Let's see, 1. Oh yeah, I did miss 1 attack.
Go ahead and take it. My poor Minotaur.
I don't think I feel sorry for it.
Why you get back up on feet?
Mm.
Just stay down.
Who's attacking me?
The bandit captain.
Can I fight the square
Okay.
north of Rock, perhaps by a free kick to the table?
Sorry, William, I couldn't make out what you just asked.
Can I fight one square north of Rock, maybe with a free kick to the table?
Oh yeah, you can jump up onto the table.
I'll keep wailing at the Minotaur.
So you've got a hit.
Okay, double damage. Or you damaged.
You just damaged Rock, by the way. So stop. Okay, yeah. DM's had a chance to review what was going on. Thank you for pausing. Rock, it's your turn. It looks like Ross healed you for the 9 he did.
Yeah, thank you.
Champion.
I only had to use 2 key points so far.
Mission accomplished.
As he sheathes his bloody sword.
There is one enemy left.
Oh, there sure is. I unsheathed my sword with not using a free action because I didn't really sheath it. And swing at the captain with my extra. Oh yeah, another one. That's like 8 for us, or even more. Who knows?
I stopped counting a while back. This has just been a crit-tastic episode.
And runs around and jumps up on the other table and screams, "Champion!"
Fedamar.
Brown Bear's going to come in and bite and claw at this guy, crashing through the doors. And the claws. Ugh. Oh well.
Maxwell.
That's my turn.
I move over and beat him up. And then move over there.
And on his turn, he'll eat a whole bunch of opportunity attacks as he moves and then jumps out the window.
He ain't going to get too far.
What's a brown bear's movement speed?
40.
That's kind of what I thought.
And a monk's 55.
And I hit him for 5. Man, I'm rolling horrible damage.
So, Ross, are you going to take your opportunity attack?
Yes, thank you.
And he proceeds to dash down the street. Given that he is in full-on flight, tossing his weapons aside, I think we can just hand wave away the rest of this fight. You guys chase him down, bite his head off.
Okay.
Nom nom nom.
Halfling, give me an ale.
So, team captain,
Okay.
please report that table something has completed quest 8. What table are we?
3. Well, we're
Inform
getting
them
3.
that table 3 has succeeded at quest 8 and slain the pirate champion. They don't actually need to slay the pirate champion, just table 3, quest 8.
All right.
You guys were able to find the halfling, and he's very glad for the escort out of the city. and a roar of triumph echoes over the streets as word spreads that Walharo is slain. That will surely be a grave blow to the pirates' morale. Additionally, Gordo the Just has a map that he wants to give to the Harper member of the, or to the Order of the Gauntlet member of the party. Unfortunately, I don't have an image of the handout, so I'm just going to have to read it to you. Assuming I can even find it.
So I guess we should go see if we can track down the halfling.
No, the halfling that was peeking in and out during the fight was the guy you were sent to rescue. So I don't remember who the Order of the Gauntlet member was. You're given a small map. You can gift this to another player if you so choose. So going back to the main map.
Oh, cool. That'll reveal some map for you if you choose to use it in the future.
So you have completed Quest 8. What quest do you want to go on to next? Quest 7 is now closed to you.
The dinosaurs, I guess? Drink
Quest
healing
9.
potions and do the dinosaurs, I guess.
So I'm hearing Quest 9 going once, going twice. Sold to the party that's about to TPK.
Har, har, har.
Well, we can do our healing potions, right?
You can TPK the enemies? That's great.
Yeah, do we get a chance to drink our healing potions?
Yeah, you've got a few minutes to drink healing potions as you trot off to the next location.
I'll go ahead and drop the wild shape and go back to Fedamar.
Let me see what I got. I do have a couple.
You find Ethan Talroa in the halls of Golden Throne. By day, this magnificent palace is the seat of government. Tonight, worried patricians fill its chambers with shouting voices. The merchant prince hammers his staff on the floor to call for order. Silence, fools! Only I have the power to unleash Ubtau's children from their pens and drive these buccaneers from our city. Who among you dares to lead the dinosaurs?
Fedamar will offer to. I'm fascinated by these creatures. I've never seen them before.
He looks at you and sneers. You wouldn't know how to handle Ubtau's children. You are
But
a
I'd
foreigner.
love to learn. Can you teach
What
me?
triumphs do you have? What honor is there to your name?
Well, I've
Well,
been
we
many
killed
places.
the champion.
Well, that's true. We just killed the champion.
So this is an invitation for you to tell a story.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a good one here. I'm looking back on my past adventure. I faced in the Twilight Marsh. I faced hags and dragons and even a Dracolich. and survived that successfully.
Ah, yes, you survived. He makes
Many
the
did not.
sneering word an insult.
And I defeated a dragon. I don't remember the name, though. It's the Horde of the Dragon Queen.
So go ahead and give me a charisma check.
Not my best.
Let's see if your character does a better job at telling the story than you did.
Nope. Was that a check or a save? Probably a check.
That was a check.
Oh, I accidentally clicked save. Let me try just straight charisma.
It's probably the same, unless you have proficiency in your save.
Yeah.
I will
don't
allow a
have proficiency
performance
in
check.
anything. Not going to matter. It's the same, but I'll re-roll it. Ah, and it's worse.
He really does not seem to think that your storytelling skills are up to snuff.
Too truthful, I suppose.
But with no other volunteers, he's like, fine, if you are the best available, perhaps Ubtao will forgive us for our incompetent assistance to his children. I'm afraid I and the competent warriors are going to be busy elsewhere. And he gives you the quest to go free the dinosaur and use them to drive the Buccaneers from the city. As you're leaving the palace, a green-eyed tabaxi pulls aside her cloak to reveal... is there anyone here who's Emerald Enclave?
Yes.
That's what I thought. So a green-eyed tabaxi pulls aside her cloak, reveals the clasp of the Emerald Enclave, looks around nervously, then beckons for you specifically to follow her. Ifan Taroa is the fool, she snarls, and we need to do something about it. My name is Screaming Wind, and Ifan Taroa is a traitor. He conspires with criminals to lead unwary into the jungle, where his allies rob and murder them. He keeps a secret office underneath the beast pens. Find this office, search it for clues, bring me the proof I need.
I
Go.
will do my best.
Less talking, more hunting.
But I'm so good at talking.
No, you're not. You're really, really not.
Aww.
And this one's going to be interesting. Beyond the Teriki Gate, a sprawl of market tents, beast pens, and taverns enclose a knockabout harbor. Captain Smoke's pirates have landed here in force, bringing havoc and bloodshed to the muddy streets. High palisades, decorated with tribal shields and colored pennants, surround the dinosaur enclosures. Bamboo gantries snake overhead, allowing the beastkeepers to watch over the pens from a safe height. A furious melee rocks back and forth across the gantries as pirates try to wrest control from the keepers. Occasionally, one of the combatants falls screaming into the pens and is devoured by hungry dinosaurs.
Don't fall in there, guys.
Fall in there, guys. Please. The DM would love to see you fall. I believe the brown bear is gone now?
That's correct. I'm just back to Fedamar at this time.
Well, it looks like we're gonna need somebody with strength to crank open the gates.
Okay.
And this is just going to be weird. Really, really weird.
Ah, okay, I see. So the stairs kind of near the west, those are ground level going up to these 30-foot gantries. And there's also stairs on the east. Oh, there's stairs on every side, actually. But these dinosaurs are currently contained, correct?
Correct.
So are the bandits trying to let him out too?
Sorry, still setting up.
That's a good thought. They might try to do that to cause chaos.
Actually, the forces you see right at the moment are friendly to you. They're beast handlers, not bandits. Pay no attention to pay no attention to the mechanical terms being applied to the creatures. Okay, that's an interesting way to scale a fight. I apologize again that this is taking me so long.
No one else has reported yet.
Which is not good news for you.
Why is it not good for us?
It means you're losing. All right. So how are you guys? Feel free to roll initiative and then tell me how you're planning to win this.
Anyone got fireball or shatter?
So these things labeled as bearded devils, are they good guys or bad guys? Sea
They're
hags
bad
and bearded
guys.
devils. Okay.
What are they
Well,
doing?
I've
Are they
got
attacking the handlers?
And slaughtering them.
I've got a flaming spear I can bounce around on them like a ping pong ball.
I
Get
think
a
the
little bit
gantries
closer.
probably wouldn't.
The gantry is most definitely wooden, and I just realized I think I forgot something important.
The dinosaurs?
Never mind. No, I didn't. That was a different quest.
Well, the flaming spear is kind of floating in the air, I think. I always pictured it that way, so it shouldn't be.
No, it's rolling on
Oh,
the
is it?
ground.
Is it rolling? Oh, I
Because
never pictured that.
when
So
you
we
read
probably
the
don't want to run
description,
that.
it can roll over 5-foot high obstacles.
Yep, and it can jump too.
Yeah. Well, we probably don't want to roll it around on the wooden gantry then. I can also cast a spell and talk with these dinosaurs, but I don't know what good that'll do us at this point since we've got other things to worry about at the moment.
Think what you see dinosaurs in all of the pens, and they're looking pretty hungry. In fact, you notice in one pen it looks like somebody got tumped in, and they are currently eating.
Notice that the northern pens, the doors on those are closest to the enemies. So if we did want to open anything, maybe we should open the northern ones.
Yeah, so Rock, you can probably pick them up and throw them in the pins if you want.
Now these gantries are above the pens and above the doors, is that right? It looks like.
Yeah, the stairs take you 30 feet straight up, so that the gantries are all hanging way overhead. At a safe distance where even a T-Rex can't get at you.
Ooh.
And
I've got an
we're
interesting idea.
starting any particular spot, or are we starting where we're at?
You're starting where you're at unless you want to start from somewhere else.
I can start off with a tidal wave right on top of most of those bad guys, which will be fun.
Well, I would say we should get close together then, instead of all spread out. Because I don't think
would get most of them. No.
So, Felmar, it looks like you still need to re-roll your initiative.
Oh, sorry, forgot I didn't do that yet. There you go.
And you got the exact same initiative, so you get to go first.
Oh, crazy. Awesome. In that case, I will drop a tidal wave. Let's see, 30 feet long, 10 foot, 10 foot wide. So basically, I can make it hit all of those guys. All right, we'll cast the tidal wave, see what happens. And damage. And
Nice damage.
And prone. And that'll be my turn, I think.
They're all washed up.
I'm going to move a little bit out of the way, too. Just in case they throw anything at us. Now that's my turn.
So, oh wait a minute, that was a thug, not a bandit. Oops. Oh well, same difference. Except he would get a second attack from multi-attack. This is just insane.
So how much movement do those stairs take?
Just normal, for the sake of expediency.
Okay.
So Bearded Devil 23 is going to attempt to shug Thug 23.
So it's standing up.
Oh, yes, it stands up. And Thug 23 falls screaming into the mud. Unfortunately, it kind of then dies. As hungry
munch.
dinosaurs go munchity munch munch. And Bitter Devil 9 is going to do the same thing. Poor Thug 18. Munchity munch munch. He gets shoved in the pen and he dies. Bandit 14 is rapidly cranking a crossbow as quickly as he possibly can. But he's not a very good shot. Rosconyan.
Okay, I'll start getting closer, and I'll do a Shield of Faith. Luckily, I can reach it. I'll go for the.
How are you getting that? So those gantries are 30 feet straight up. There's no way you reach that spot.
Basically, only one person at a time can fight them.
I'll go the other way.
Well, you could go up the other stairs.
And I'll start with the other Sea Hag, the least damaged one.
Thug 14 is going to take a couple of whacks.
So he's whacking off.
Oh wait, that damage shouldn't have been applied. I'm not doing this well. And then he will eat some opportunity attacks to back away. Rock?
Rock champion, use good strategy.
And you see Rock begin to bolt around the side of the palisade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Using his movement to get there. Then he uses his bonus action to use a racial trait called aggressive that allows him to move towards the enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And starts to ascend the stairs and uses his action to... Now, can I see them, or am I too low maybe on these stairs?
I'm just going to say you can see them.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to try this out. First time using this. I'm going to use my Javelin Lightning. and I'm going to throw it at Bearded Devil 7, but it turns into a bolt and electrifies everyone in the row. So I'll get them a save.
I'm
And
so
they're all
glad
wet, if
my
that
mic
helps.
has a mute button since I am now cursing up a storm.
And a damage.
They're
And
all
then I'll
soaking wet, if that helps damage.
and then let me
It doesn't.
untarget all these. Oops, I'm screwing up here. Untarget all those extra ones because then it turns back into a javelin and actually does a normal normal
hit.
attack on the target, on the original target, which it misses. Let me expend the only charge for the day, and I am all used up. Passing.
Used up. Wait, isn't that a save for half?
It is. Did I not have that? Let me check the coding.
Because, yeah, one didn't take any damage.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Half on success. I didn't have that marked. So, 13 halved would be 6.
So the two hags take 6 extra damage each.
Please. And thanks for observing that. I fixed it in the in the character sheet.
They do not look happy with you guys. So Max, oh wait, no, it's not Maxwell. It's Bandit 10's turn. Ay. Now it's Maxwell's turn.
Okay, I'm going to have to burn a key point to get up there. And I'll attack twice.
So you're using bonus action to dash.
Yeah. Use Stunning Strike 2. Go ahead and mark those off. And then I'll move and jump down. And I'm done. Yeah, monks don't worry about stairs going down.
Oh, that's right. Slow fall or whatever, right?
Yeah. We can take 40 points of damage worth.
Nice.
Orcasian, did you reapply your Shield of Faith, or is that just a holdover?
I reapplied it.
Yeah, he did it at, I think, the start of his turn. And then moved.
Well, it's still a hit. Oh wait, he had a glaive attack up next.
Yeah, Rock, see if you can just pick them up and throw them in and clear the way so I can get up.
Bearded Devil 7 is going to go ahead and walk over and say hello to Rock.
Hello.
So many enemies, I'm having a hard time finding them. Thank you, whoever's doing that.
Yes.
That guy should have stood up earlier. So that should have been a hit, and I'll fix the prone in a moment. So, Ross, how good are you feeling against saves?
I have a +3. It's not applied.
Give me a wisdom save. And give me another wisdom save. You drop to 0 hit points.
Holy moly! Might I remind people that I'm death cursed?
Fedamar.
Well, I'm going to try the old tidal wave on these guys again. It seemed to do some good the first time.
You may want to try and move up so you can give them a potion on your next round.
That's it for that. And yes, I will move a little closer. And that's my turn.
And that's only a 3rd level spell. Nice.
Yeah, I likes it. I think some of those guys are resistant, but no, well, it does something at least.
Actually, they shouldn't be resistant.
It's saying partially resisted on the...
Yeah, on the devils, they were
On the
resistant
damage.
the first time, too.
Because
Yeah.
it's a coding issue.
Oh.
Because the
So did
game
they
doesn't
take the
understand
full
the difference between resisting bludgeoning damage and resisting bludgeoning damage from non-magical weapons.
Well, it said they resisted all the bearded devils.
Yeah, no, it's the
Resisted
code
both
is
times,
doing it
though.
wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Is it taking the damage off correctly?
No.
Oh, crud, you're right, Ross. I missed that.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah, it's
you
first
did
wave.
not drop to 0, and you are free, and they just wasted their turns.
I think I was at the.
You are now terrified of one of them.
So you can't move closer.
I'll roll for it. I don't remember exactly if it's 6 or 9.
Sorry, say again, please.
I don't remember if it's 6 or 9, so I'll roll for it. The damage.
What happened? He has some kind of power or something?
Yeah, I don't. I didn't pay enough attention to the monsters I was prepping, and I misunderstood some of their abilities. So, Thug 12. Somehow still alive.
They should take out the sea hag.
This is why I really do not like having friendlies in the fight. It means the DM has to take forever on his turn.
You're doing great. Except for the misses, of course.
Rusconian.
I'll keep wheeling at the sea hag.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Moving in the free, and that's it.
This thug's poisoned. Where is he?
He's poisoned.
Oh, right here.
He'll have to step into melee because he don't want disadvantage on this attack.
Oh, almost. Yeah.
Rock?
You're in my way.
Are you going to
must
shove my
die.
poor bearded devil to the side?
I wasn't, but that's a good idea. I instead attacked with my long sword, and with the extra attack, I crit. Oh, that's right. They're resistant. Okay. Uh,
That's your turn, I believe?
yeah, I'll hold position. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Oh, he's prone. Oops. Not that his rolls were particularly great anyways. Too many thugs. Maxwell.
Okay, well, I'm just going to throw a couple of shurikens at the one and then move.
Is that your turn?
No, not yet. I need to.
So both of those did hit if you're going for Bearded Devil number 7.
And then I'll just move. And now I'm done.
So Bearded Devil 29 attempts to grapple with Roskian. And he pulls you back a couple of squares. And Bearded Devil 13 attempts to shove you sideways.
You know, guys, it's not cool to try to dismember me by pulling.
So you need to give me your choice of acrobatics or athletics. And give me a dex save as you are forced right to the edge of the platform. Give me a d4.
Oh, there's a +3 on that. I didn't put it.
So give me a d4.
He
I
did.
did it.
Oh, I am so sorry. That is the T-Rex pit that you are now dangling deliciously into. I can't spot the T-Rex in the list. Where is he? There we go. So you see a very large dinosaur who is now, your feet is now in reach of, is eyeing you hungrily.
That's a big T-Rex.
T-Rexes are huge, aren't they?
That's
Huge
gargantuan, isn't it?
3x3.
Oh, it looks like it's 4x.
Is that a bit better?
Yeah.
Emotionally, it feels better to see it a little smaller.
So, Fedimar.
I'm going to, I'm going to go ahead and use my last 3rd level spell and do another tidal wave on whoever I can reach here.
It looks like you should catch pretty much all the enemies. Doesn't it have like a 30-foot line?
Yep, it'll hit all of them except for those 2 over on the far left there.
Oh, yeah.
Where am I at?
Excellent.
Tidal wave. There we go. And I think I'll move back a little bit now. That'll be my turn. Okay. So should those bearded
Thug number
devils be
12.
partially resisting?
Actually,
Are
they
the bearded
shouldn't.
devils?
They should not be,
Okay,
but I
so-
don't have enough time to deal with fantasy grounds to
gotcha.
fix it.
Add all the. Sorry, adding the damage or?
I don't even figure out how much damage each of them is short, and we'll go through it in a moment.
Okay, I'll try to work on that.
I mean, I don't. I've got so much to run. I don't have time to go back and figure out how much they should have taken.
No problem.
If I remember correctly, the fix is to go into your damage type and add a comma space magic.
Yep,
Is probably the easiest fix.
I'll do that too.
So Thug 12 is going to eat an opportunity attack from Bearded Devil 5. Leap across the gap between the gantries. Grab hold of Ross's arms and haul you up, and use that to get momentum to jump back across, eating a pair of opportunity attacks.
Guys, dogs have helped me.
That was a cool move.
We'll see if he survives.
Still a cool move. And he survived.
I'm just going to suggest that you guys owe him. And at this point, the T-Rex is hungry and bashes out of its cage. Believe it or not, the mod actually calls for this to happen.
Oh my god.
You better run back up those steps.
Actually, excuse me. The module calls for him to bust out of his cage this way.
So he'll be.
So everyone is
Okay,
going
so
to be
we're up a
taking
level.
11 bludgeoning damage. That includes you, Roskian.
So he comes out like that.
Pretty much. And it's going to suck. He destroys the gantries near him. 13 and 29.
Well, we were supposed to let him out anyway, so.
Oh no! Thug 12 falls, and you can see that he knocks his head on something, and he is just out. He's not dead, but he is out.
Hope he's not on meat grinder.
And so did Bandit 14 is just as knocked out.
Now, did they fall inside the southeastern pen? Is that what happened?
This is just, I needed mapping. They didn't actually fall into the pen. They fell.
Oh, got it. Underneath. Got it.
So, Bearded Devil 9 looks a little unhappy at the current situation. A lot unhappy. But he should not be prone when making his attacks.
I got the numbers. The Bearded Devils should have extra damage whenever you're ready for it.
Keep them until we get to each one's turn. So can you tell me what this one's... Bearded Devil 9, extra damage?
To 30.
An increase of 30 damage?
That's correct.
He's dead.
I like that.
And Bandit 14 is unconscious. Roskian. Oh, and you guys are all prone, so you might want to stand up.
Okay, dokie. Yeah, I was considering going healing a thug, but with the prone thing, I don't
You
think it
can
would be
reach him
feasible.
because you are all inside the T-Rex's space.
Oh yeah. Okay, then I'm going to do that. So.
How much healing are you giving to Thug 12?
There you go. That's it for me. And as soon as he wakes up, I tell him you might want to disengage and move away. And I try to, if I can, with the remaining of my movement, I push him toward east. So it's easier for him to disengage and go away.
Well, there's an empty space under the gantries here, so he just goes to the west.
Okay.
And you know what? There's a T-Rex on the ground.
Just push it over. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the pushing does not go so well. Rock.
Rock attacks, slashing at the Bearded Devil in front of him. He does that, passing.
So, Bearded Devil 5 is looking a bit unhappy at this point.
He should have an additional 9 damage.
Because he's dead.
Magic damage!
Actually, no, that should have been a shove, not an attack. Oops. In Ubtau's name, just die already! So that would have been an 18 to shove 23. How much extra damage should 23 have taken?
20.
He's still alive. Except he's not, because he falls into the dinosaur pit and goes dead. Unfortunately, the NPCs aren't players. They don't get extra saves past what the rules already call for. Because I don't have time to run that. Maxwell.
I'll move over there. And I'll do a stunning strike on that one.
Bearded Devil 29 stands on up. How much?
30 more damage. 30.
And then promptly keels over, dead. Bearded Devil 7.
11.
is dead. So bandit number 4 just blinks a quick shot into bearded devil number 13. How much extra damage should 13 have taken?
30.
The
There's
only
one
thing
more.
hostile I'm seeing... Oh, bearded devil 23 is Et. The only remaining hostile thing is the T-Rex, and the handlers help you gain control over him.
So we
Nice
finished
work.
that one.
So, with bellowing roars, the dinosaurs trample from the beast pens. A wave of heaving, scaly flesh that crushes all in its path. Pirates throughout the anchorage glimpse the oncoming destruction and begin running back to their ships. One of the beast keepers calls out to you, "Quickly! Ride up Tao's children and drive the pirates into the sea!" Each of you has a
Oh,
choice. Assuming you're all medium-sized, you may choose a Hadrosaurus or a Triceratops.
Triceratops.
I don't even know what the other one is.
Yeah, I'll take Triceratops.
I'll take a Triceratops if there's any left.
There are Triceratops to spare.
So have we successfully completed it?
No.
Oh.
You now have to ride the dinosaurs and drive the pirates into the sea.
Okay.
So this is not going to be a literal map. This is going to be a figurative map to represent general distance. So it's not 5, 10, 15 feet. It's immediate proximity, short proximity, medium proximity, oh good lord proximity, and you're out.
Okay. Did anyone want to drink potions while we're riding?
You're busy writing.
Oh, okay.
So there's an entire mob of thugs. Not quite at melee range of you.
Roll
So
initiative, or
we'll just go ahead. You guys can reroll initiative if you choose.
If everybody else is, I will too then.
So each round, you fall back a step in the chase. You can use your action to make an animal handling check to stay in it. On a 15 or higher, you actually move closer. You can also use your action to attack or cast spells, but doing so moves you a step backwards because you aren't using your action to stay in the race.
okay. So what happens if we don't make the DC 15?
All of you have inspiration, and you can actually spend inspiration retroactively after a result is rolled. You can use your mount's ability score if it's higher than your own when dealing with complications. If you fall off your mount, you're out.
Okay. And do we have the Triceratops sheet so we know whether theirs better than ours?
Good question. Are you guys getting access?
To what? I don't see anything.
I think you
Correct.
can drop it on our token.
I was trying to drop it on you and instead I was adding them to the combat tracker.
Ah,
There's a trick to this. I just don't remember what it is. Oh, that's
Grab
right.
the portrait.
There you go.
No, I can run
got
faster
mine.
than a Triceratops.
Well, the point isn't if you can ride faster than Triceratops, because it's the sheer mass of keeping all the dinosaurs running at the pirates.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
So I'm applying a short rest just to clear the count on the tracker. Because I need an accurate count for this. So, Maxwell.
The short rest cleared our initiatives.
Oh, crap. Everyone re-rolling it. Actually, the pirates go last. You guys can figure out how you want to deal with initiative re-roll or what.
All right. Now just ride forward. Okay, I don't ride forward.
So,
I'm
Ross
going
is
to use
actually
my inspiration,
first.
though. Yeah.
Ross is actually first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll ride forward.
So you manage to move forward in the chase. You can see just this horde of pirates. They're just stumbling down the road, jumping into windows, climbing up buildings. They're not even trying to fight you. They're just GTFOing.
Going to sea.
And roll me a d20.
Nice.
So Maxwell, now it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use my inspiration since I failed the first one. And failed the second one.
I'll go ahead and do the animal handling check. Let me try again. What does 15 do? I forget. That's good, right?
Yeah, that's good. You go forward.
Actually, Maxwell, you did not fall back. You were able to stay in line with a 10.
Oh, okay.
10 and above
Just
keeps you
under
in
things.
line. 15 and above lets you move forward a rank.
Oh,
Okay.
I should have moved forward a rank then. Sweet.
And roll a d20. You bring your Tyrannosaurus Rex, your Triceratops charging forward. And you squash a couple of pirates under your feet. They make a nice squishy sound.
Rock
As
digs
Rock
his
falls
spurs
back.
in. Yeah, and uses his inspiration to dig his spurs in again, but the dinosaur doesn't like it and stops.
And roll me a d20, Rock. So, Ross Conyon, it's your turn again.
Okay, now that I'm adjacent to it, if I go forward again, will I be like in their space or something?
You are adjacent to it. You are in melee reach. You can do whatever you want.
I mean, would it be better for me to keep going forward and be in their space?
You're already as close as you can get. You're squishing them
Okay.
underfoot.
I guess I'll swing at them.
Can you use animals attack?
Oh yeah, that would be much preferable.
Sure, I'll allow it. And because you took that action, you do fall back a rank. Maxwell. Excuse me, Ross, first I need you to roll a d20. And now it's Maxwell's turn, who manages to hold even.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a d20, Maxwell. Everyone rolls a d20 at the end of their turn. So, Fedamar's turn.
So, do I need to roll to catch up with him again?
Probably, yeah. Animal handling.
Okay.
You could choose to cast a spell instead.
No, I'll go ahead and do that for now.
Oh, actually, you're already at shortest distance, so basically all you'd
Yeah.
be doing is rolling to stay at the shortest distance, which isn't a bad move. Basically, your goal here is you're driving them into the sea, and you are succeeding at that, just by staying on their heels.
Okay. I'll do the animal handling then. Oh, there we go. It's clicking slow on me.
So, Rock. Oh, before I forget, Fedamar, d20 roll.
There you go. A 5.
So, Rock, ahead of you is washing lines pop up ahead of you. You need to give me a dex save.
Of course. Like that?
That should do
So
it.
you're able to duck under some, jump up over some others, and just manage to keep on board. We'll go ahead.
13
and
for the.
yeah, you got a 14 for your animal handling roll,
Mm-hmm.
and then a 13 for your end of turn, so you don't pass any complications on to Ross.
Okay.
I try to get back to where I was. Well, relatively, and I'll retcon the inspiration. Wow.
Maxwell.
Let's see if I can advance. Nope, still staying there.
And your d20. And Fedamar, as you guys just keep these pirates boiling down to the sea.
Still on him.
So, Rock, give me a perception check.
Alrighty. 8.
So, Fenimar shouts out, "Go left, it's a shortcut!" And you pause, trying to turn right before you go, "Oh, left, yeah, left." But you do still catch up with your animal handling roll. Ross.
I hope I make it. Try to catch up.
And Maxwell. And your final d20. Uh-oh, Fatimar. Washing lines, dex save.
Fedamar,
Oh, not too bad at that.
Fatimar. You guys are rolling complications for the next player.
okay.
Not a great save there. Oh, inspiration on that. That's a little better.
So, Rock.
Oh, do I get my turn?
Oh, I'm sorry, Fedamar, yes.
Okay.
So you maintain your position and
Okay.
d20 for Rock.
Here comes a dude. Oh, sorry, Rock.
You're always screwing me up.
Rock
Maybe
takes
one's really
22. Rock's Triceratops decides it knows a shortcut and charges straight through a wall. You fall back 2 steps in the chase and take 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Stupid dinosaur.
At which point you promptly move forward because I did see your roll.
And there's the D20 passing. Per not passing. There we go.
So we have Ross again.
Trying to catch up.
And Maxwell. So, Fedamar, there's a shortcut ahead. Why don't you go ahead and give me a perception and animal handling check? One after the other.
First. Yep. That was perception.
Great to get that low roll out of the way on something that doesn't do you any good anyways. You missed the shortcut.
Okay, that's all right. Well, animal handling then.
Not that you needed a shortcut.
So far, I've been doing pretty good, except for my lag. There we go.
And a d20 for Rock.
Sorry, Rock. I suck.
You suck.
So, give me a dex save as your mount smashes through a couple of merchant stalls. You're blinded until the start of your next turn, and you fall back around.
Stupid dinosaur.
And I think blinded means you're going to make your next check at disadvantage.
Probably roll better.
You rolled a 16.
Probably won't roll better.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me your
do you
animal
need it
handling
now?
check. Yes.
Oh, 1. What happens to me? I'm back to
You're not back to start. You fall out of the race entirely.
Sorry, Rock.
And
At least I can't hurry anymore.
Give a d20 for Ross. So, Ross, it's your turn.
So I think Rock needs to do a d20, perhaps? No?
Oh, wait a minute. You already rolled your... So I need a 20 from... Okay, yeah. And you're passing a 4 on to Maxwell. So, your mount is just charging down the street, and suddenly you just... There's a couple million parrots in your face. Give me a dex save. You managed to avoid being parroted, and you hold your position, and d20 for the next guy, who gets nothing. Fedamar. You know,
Ouch.
I hope you guys are having fun with this. I'm just not sure how to make this work properly. It doesn't feel right.
Are we supposed to be attacking them, or?
Just drive them down into the sea.
Okay. So how many rounds?
10 rounds.
So with the 8, does that mean I fall back? Is that right?
Yep. So, Rock is out of the race, which means it's Ross's turn. And Maxwell. Fedamar. Dun 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 dun. That's what I should have done. I should have gotten the William Tell Overture queued up as music. Because that's what's going on here.
Is there any benefit for me giving the damage? Does it go slower, or will we have to do
damage
less
doesn't
rounds?
really seem to do anything as far as I can tell.
Okay.
They gave me hit points. I don't know why, because it doesn't seem to apply.
I'll keep trying to catch up.
And Maxwell. Uh-oh.
No, 10 stays, doesn't.
Oh, you're right. A 10 does stay. So, Fenimar.
Stays in. Bad 20.
So, Ross, your mount decides to go through a couple of stalls.
No.
Give me a dex save.
And table 4 has completed.
Oh,
So I
whoops, it's
think
still
all
Ross's
tables
turn.
have completed.
And now it's Maxwell's turn. And Fedimar.
Sorry, guys, I just suck on the second roll.
So, Ross, give me a dex save as you run into a bunch of parrots. And you pass with flying colors. And at this point, shall we just call it, guys, because you've won?
Sure.
Works for me.
So, I don't remember what the quest number was.
9.
So, if you would report that we have completed quest 9.
I did.
The dinosaurs rampage through the streets, driving the pirates back into the sea. Horns are sounded across Tiriki Anchorage as the defenders reclaim control.
And if I have time, I'll go back and try to search that office. If we can, still do
Sure.
that, unless I had to do that during the thing.
Sure, you can go back and search it at this point.
Is Tub 12 not that far from me?
Sorry, say again?
Tub 12, is he reachable? Can I jump and go reach him?
Reach who?
Tub 12. Never mind.
Oh!
The one which saved him.
Yeah, he's back there. He's getting bandaged up, and you get a rousing cheer as you bring your mounts back.
I'll go hand him gold piece. If he doesn't seem grateful, I'll give him more.
Oh, wow, that's like a whole week's wage. Thank you, sir.
Thanks again.
Actually, for him, that's a month's wage. He's ecstatic. I'm going to go buy me some time with some women tonight.
You come back to me, I'll tell him where I am, and I'll give you a special spell that when you go for low-end women, they give you usually they give you a little surprise aftermath, and I can stop that surprise from spreading over.
Have inspiration again. So
do we
as you
take a
search the
short one?
office, torches in the walls shed dancing light over the stone-lined chamber. Oh, excuse me, the metal door is locked. But you guys had such a wonderful impression, I'm just going to give you, one of the guys has a key and is willing to look the other way as you head on in.
I was going to just try to get my Triceratops to smash it, but that's okay. We'll do this.
Adventuring supplies way down the workbenches, maps are pinned to the walls, flying snakes swoop back and forth between open cages hanging from the ceiling. A couple of them even dart out as you open the door. When you search, you're readily able to find some correspondence between Ifan Talroa and what would appear to be Yuan Ti. There's more than enough evidence here for the Emerald Enclave to get him hung.
I will take that back to Screaming Wind.
So, congratulations on successfully completing another quest. Dang it! How am I going to TPK this lot? So far, you have finished 8 and 9. Where will you try your hand next? I see Maxwell is voting for a short rest.
Yeah, I only have 2 key points left.
Does anyone have an argument to make in either direction, or shall we take a short rest?
Abstain.
I'm fine either way.
I'm hearing a short rest. Going once, going twice. Sold! Short rest for the party. Spend those hit die. And I will note that we are 2 hours into a 3-hour adventure. If we keep pushing, we should be able to make your goals. If we push really well, we might be able to exceed your goals.
Okay.
And before I forget, you guys do have a set of +1 leather armor, a staff of the woodlands, doesn't look like you got another item. That's odd. So the staff of the woodlands, would the druid want to attune to that one while you guys are taking your short rest?
I think so. I don't remember what that does, though. But it sounds like something I'd love.
The one I remember, it has a bunch of charges. I think Wall of Thorns, don't remember the other spells. But the one I always remember is At Will. Pass without trace.
Cool, yeah, I'll definitely take that and attune to it.
Anyways, so you guys have short rested. You, does anyone particularly want the +1 leather armor?
No. You can use studded and get same thing.
So moving on. What quest?
Do we want to try and destroy the flagship? That should be a TPK.
I'm open for whatever.
Sounds good.
Or we can do explore the lost tomb.
Also sounds good.
So DM is not going to get involved, but he does need to know which one you want to run.
Either one, so let's say one for or odd for the exploration.
Okay.
Okay, it's exploration. Which is
Let us
quest 2.
explore the lost tomb.
Yeah, quest 2.
The doors to Wakanga Atuma's villa grind open of their own accord. Inside, soft music plays from nowhere, and drifting orbs of light illuminate the painted walls. The prince's head is buried inside a gilded tome. Without looking up, he holds a finger to silence you until he finishes reading a page. Finally, you have his attention. I have a use for you. I have learned of an unexplored tomb under one of the ziggurats of the old city. It belonged to the architects of the pyramids, who were buried alive to serve their king forever. The architect's tomb is said to contain a powerful spell that can inspire armies. We could use this magic here and now to bolster the port's defenders. I wish you to recover the scroll, to enter the tomb. You may keep any riches you find, as long as you bring to me the scroll, intact. I will pay you a purse of 400 gold pieces for this.
I think we're supposed to get a riddle too.
What book you reading?
Switching back into character. A book of history. I'm sure it is beyond you. But surely you can count to 400.
No.
Perhaps 40 platinum pieces then. You can count to 40, yes?
Yes.
Do you take the job?
Yes.
So apparently I'm supposed to give you the Pelican Jake riddle. She has 6 faces, yet she wears no makeup. 21 eyes that she cannot see. What is she?
A die.
Yep.
Oh, nice work.
Has someone already played this?
No, but it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy one.
I did.
So anyway,
Think of a pool rack, it's 15, so plus 6.
anyways, you guys take the job, and do we have any sense in the party?
Yes, rock.
The old city sprawls beyond the port's outer walls. 3 lofty ziggurats loom over the streets, remnants of some lost civilization. With a shanty town of bamboo shacks clinging to their flanks. And there's a note in the thing, you've earned a clue. I'm not in Tiriki Anchorage. Sorry, sidetrack. We have a clue to Pelican Jake's whereabouts. I'm not in Tiriki Anchorage. De-sidetracking, resuming normal play. You're in the old city. Panicked citizens are cramming the streets. Greasy smoke coils from the outskirts. Bells toll from the ziggurats. As you push through the crowds, a hulking Chultan warrior shoulders his way towards you. He wears an eye patch and carries a flying monkey on his shoulder. Drawing close, he presses a coin marked with the black network seal into your palm. We need to talk, he hisses.
Every blade a black blade.
Yes, but every blade is red when the day is done. We don't have time for silly games or riddles. The hideous
Or coins.
The hideous prince knows your mission. He has a task for you to perform. Yesterday, thieves stole a sack of treasure from one of his captains. Our spies tracked them down, but the pirates attacked before the gold could be reclaimed. The thieves plan to ransack the tomb you are headed for. Intercept them. Reclaim my master's gold. One of the stolen treasures in particular is very valuable. A golden bottle called the Coils of Dendar. It must be returned to Mubsy. It must be returned to me, undamaged. Uku. And he has a flying monkey on his shoulder and he kind of perks up. Uku here is trained to sniff out gold. Uku, to him. He'll lead you to the bottle if it's nearby. And Uku flies over and hops onto Rock's shoulder.
All right.
And you are escorted directly to the entrance of the tomb you're interested in.
Okay.
Ah, there's a big bear there.
There's a big trap there. Who came up with this map? Not supposed to put a big trap.
I got all this material yesterday way too late to actually do anything useful like fix the maps.
So where are we starting at?
The stairs in. Your guide leads you to a ramshackle market at the base of the shantytown. Looking around, he yanks aside some crates to reveal an opening in the side of the ziggurat. Worked stone steps descend into the dark. Down there, he whispers. After handing you his torch, he darts away for the safety of the city walls. Steps descend into the bowels of the ziggurat. Footprints in the dust indicate that others have passed this way recently. Does anyone have a passive perception of 18?
Yes.
Nope.
The one who
monk
does, you notice that these steps are hinged and set up so that they can basically form a ramp that will send you straight down.
Okay, is there a way to disable it?
You think you could do that with some iron spikes?
Okay.
Just jam them in to break the mechanism. So you guys head on down. An arced hallway stretches ahead. Dusty cobwebs obscure the ceiling, and a stout doorway stands at the far end. A silver key rests on a pedestal just before the door. Halfway down the hall, the corpse of a Chilton woman sprawls on the floor in a puddle of blood. Her sandaled feet stand upright beside her body, severed neatly at the ankles.
No, that riddle's for table 2.
That is a horrible riddle.
Sounds like Earth or the planet.
Except isn't the surface closer to 80% water?
I don't know.
I think it's something like that.
Or it's a human body, one of the two. I thought the human body was like 80%.
Yeah, he's making up riddles, and that's not a good one. Anyways, moving on. So you guys just continue on down. Mr. Passive Perception 18, you spot finger-deep grooves running at ankle height along each wall.
Too bad I'm not higher level. I can run along vertical surfaces. All right, and can we?
If you guys
And
want
there's
me
a
to
dead body in front of us with its ankles cut off.
Sorry, two people were talking at once. I couldn't follow both.
I said, is there a dead body in front of us with its ankles cut off?
Yep. And there are two
Okay.
grooves, one on either side of the wall, that seem basically they come up to about ankle height in a curve, go down a ways, and then curve back down into the floor.
Okay, can we spike the blades?
You can
We
give me
need
an
a thieves'
intelligence check.
tools. And that one's not my greatest.
Investigation specifically. And I'm sure someone at the table can give you assistance.
Oh yeah, I'll give you a guidance on that. I keep forgetting I have that. So that's plus D4.
Okay, you spot the blades and you jam them.
Okay.
So much for peg legs.
Well, I got plus 11 on my thieves' tools, so. All right, and I guess we'll proceed on down.
So, congratulations. You're able to walk forward. You're able to pick up the key without ill effect because you've destroyed the trap. And you're able to open the door at the far end of the chamber. Pillars run the length of this burial chamber with recesses in the walls holding graven sarcophagi. A statue of a fat, grinning man looms opposite. Shadows dance to the tune of torches held by a pair of hooded figures, who promptly spin to see you. Because I don't think you guys are being sneaky, are you?
We hadn't said anything.
Nope.
Stop! We will defend ourselves.
I'd hope so.
You notice that they seem to be backing into a combat formation.
I guess we need to get on the map and move.
We'll form a combat formation.
We will cut your throats and drink your blood if you threaten us. Go away.
Give us the gold.
Yeah, my
Are you trying to
not.
intimidate them, Rock?
I said, give us the gold now.
Are you trying to intimidate them? That is.
Yeah.
They're like, they just kind of glance at each other, and one of them just kind of carefully with two fingers pulls out his sword, puts it down in front of him, backs away, and they just kind of edge around the room, and they're like, so we'll leave. Just come into the room so that we don't have, you can't hurt us as we leave. Basically, you guys are in the doorway. They don't want to have to walk within 5 feet of you to leave. Do you
Trying
give
to
them
see
enough?
if it's a trap. The room they want us in is a trap.
They are terrified and they want nothing to do with you guys anymore. They're just looking for a way to get out of here. They've left you tribute.
Okay,
They're leaving you the treasure in the dungeon. They are out of here if they can get out of here alive.
I comply to their request.
And they leave, and you guys have successfully completed another quest.
That was quick.
I'm intimidated.
Yes,
So
you
I
are.
believe this was quest 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, quest 2. So go report a success on quest 2. Wakonga reads from the scroll, weaving powerful magic into the air. His voice booms over the city, inspiring your allies to even greater feats of daring. And report our success. Anyone object to a 5-minute break?
Nope. Sounds good.
Not at all.
Give him some time to fix the map up. No.
have returned.
Welcome.
Well, we've still got one person to wait for, William. I'm going to give them another minute or two, and then we'll go ahead and go without them. If someone is here and hasn't clicked in, now is your last chance to do so.
I'm here.
I'm in. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the click.
These things happen. So it looks like everyone is ready to go. So tell me, oh tell me, my friends, which quest shall we go for? 3 or 4? 5 or 6?
Three steal the war. What?
As I recall, we do have a Lord's Alliance member who probably wants to do 3 or 4.
But I can't read the last word of the quest 3.
Jessamine can muster an army on the sly, but she needs a
Oh,
delicate
the
hand to
title.
pull it off. Oh, steal the war charter.
Sure, okay.
Basically, you need to get help from a noble, and your choices are to connive or to thieve your way into getting her help. Steal her help or trick her into giving it.
I would say steal it. I don't think we have too many charismatic people, unless the paladin wants to try it.
I will say that the second one, the entertain, doesn't necessarily require charisma checks, just cleverness. So far, we have 1 vote for deceive. Two votes for steal. We have a tie, locking in 3.
Sorry, I'm lagging. I meant to be a check.
So we are stealing, locking in 3, 2, 1. We are doing quest number 3. Darn, I was looking forward to doing quest number 4. That's a hoot. Writhing serpents decorate the walls of Jessamine's clifftop villa. The lamps in there burn low, and hooded warriors look like gargoyles in the shadows. Roars and screams drift from the battle below. Jessamine watches over the city from a balcony, her body swathed in black bandages. I need people with very particular skills, she whispers. Mother Sibon Seni, High Priestess of the Hall of Gold, is one of Port Nyanzaru's wealthiest citizens. She commands the largest mercenary army in the city, but she refuses to order her warriors into battle, arguing that the merchant princes should handle this on their own. I think she's making a play to become a merchant prince herself. To take up arms, her warriors require a signed war charter. I don't happen to have such a document, but I happen to know that she has several in her villa, simply lacking her signature. If you were to return to me with a signed charter, it would be worth quite a bit to me. I have this marvelous cloak that would allow you to fly, like a bat in the dark. Of course, I wouldn't ask you to steal anything. Are you guys there?
Yep.
Yep.
So she kind of just smiles, having said her piece.
We steal.
No. You will acquire for me, but I certainly could not possibly ask you to steal. That would be wrong of me.
Of course.
Here. She reaches into her clothing and pulls out 3 small vials. These may be of assistance in your acquisitorial efforts. When you guys investigate the vials, they are torpor poison. A creature subjected to this poison must succeed on a DC 15 con save or become poisoned for 4d6 hours. The poisoned creature is then incapacitated as well. But it is an ingested poison. Oh, and before I forget, she looks at whoever's with the Lord's Alliance. Mother Siboseni is negotiating a trade deal between Port Nyanzaru and Neverwinter. The dignitaries of the Lord's Alliance are handling negotiations on the Sword Coast, but one of her bargaining chips is an extensive set of trade charts showing safe routes through the perilous straits of Chult's wild coast. The Lord's Alliance would love to have a copy of those charts. Or even the only copy.
Okay. And would you know where they might be?
I'd assume in her office, but I don't know.
Okay.
Best of luck, and may the purchase price be cheap.
Are you sure this isn't a Zent one? Gee.
This
Okay.
is Lord's Alliance.
All right.
They're not always the nicest folk.
Oh, I know.
So-
They're the other evil one next to the Zents.
So the admins appear to be bringing this to a conclusion an hour earlier than I expected.
So we'll free them.
So you guys gonna head on to the villa and try and sneak on in?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. So just go ahead and free Jake, I guess.
So, opulent villas sprawl over Temple Hill. Warriors cordon these streets from pirate attack, seemingly more concerned with protecting their paymasters than aiding the common folk below. Beyond the barricades, the night is quiet and balmy. High walls enclose Mother Siboseni's villa, meeting in front at a wrought iron gate. Palms sway in the balmy gardens beyond. Oh, bloody... I just realized something important. You guys have the Staff of the Woodlands.
Yeah. And it's a pretty cool thing, too, I gotta say.
So
Just because we have a druid.
the lowest Fedamar can roll on his stealth checks is going to be a 13. Oh, that's right.
DC.
That's what counters that.
Yeah, the plus 10.
Everyone gets plus 10 to their stealth checks,
Yeah.
so long as you stay within 30 feet of him.
Yep.
Is this the same Staff of the Woodlands that is in the DMG?
Yep.
Yep.
Because I don't think it does any stealthy thing.
Read it closer.
Yeah, because we're lucky we got the druid with us.
Oh, pass without trace. Yeah, okay. I hadn't put that in my thing yet. So yeah, I definitely would be using that all the time. So
Yeah, you can use an action to cast Pass Without Trace
Yep.
spell from the staff without using any charges.
nice.
What's also
That's
fun
huge.
is stuff like bark skin, speak with animals, speak with plants, man, wall of thorns. I mean, my biggest problem is I got this on my moon druid who, it's none, the spells just meh. Anyways, we need to keep a move on, or we're going to run over. So I'm just going to save myself some hassle and do a good chunk of this theater of the mind to save time. I'm glad you guys all agree.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no, I'll go ahead and give you guys the map. So, when you leave, you're also given some information. You know that the office is probably somewhere in the back and that there's a storage room off to the left where that chest is marked. So, you guys try and sneak in. Give me details on how.
I'll start with pass without trace. Derp.
And let's see, there's... Anyone got silence? Or sleep?
Nope.
I guess we can just try and sneak in. Hopefully the birds will be quiet. Put a blanket or something over the bird cage.
Oh, that's smart.
So you guys just basically walk in under the cover of Pass Without Trace, darting from shadow to shadow.
Yes.
As soon as you get near the bird cage, the birds immediately start raising an unholy racket. Just positively unholy and loud. And you can hear the sound of footsteps coming from the other room. I'm going to put one figure on the map just to represent the party. So you came in through the front door. I'm assuming you're near this cage.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that the footsteps are coming from outside and to the north. You saw a patrol group head that way. So what do you do about the fact that you've got a patrol group headed your way?
I'll go over to the other bird cage and put it on, knock it over on its side and put it on the ground, and then we'll go into the office.
So you're going to run forward, knock this over, run into the office, and close the doors behind you?
Well, I thought the office was to the south of us.
Sorry, that's a storage facility. The office is here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then probably the first bird cage, I'll just knock it and put it on the ground like it fell.
As you approach
And
the
then we'll
second
run
bird
up the
cage, they
office.
immediately start raising an equally unholy racket.
Yeah.
So you can hear the guards come in and they start fanning out. The sorcery birds are detecting magic. Find the intruders. It sounds like they are searching the hall, but probably won't take them long to come for the room you're in.
Okay, well, we'll search the desk while they're searching and see if we can get the charters.
Did we close the doors behind us? I think we did.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and drop the pass without trace. Maybe the birds will shut up.
As soon as you release the pass without trace, the birds shut up. Just snap. They stop squawking. So you guys dig around. There are 5 unfilled war charters inside the desk.
Let's grab them.
Grab everything. Yep. That way we can have the only ones.
You also find various signed papers in her office. Are you planning to try and steal some of those?
Why not? They're gonna know we stole something, so we might as well steal everything we can.
Unfortunately, you don't find any sign of the charts you're looking for in here.
Okay.
And you hear the guards say, let's see how well things go for you. We'll check the pool room to the north. The balcony looks secure. And it sounds like they are marching out of the main hall. And if you guys press your ear to the second door to this room, you can hear that they are now overturning the pool room in search of intruders. While you hear a high-pitched voice, "Oh, dear me, intruders! Well, make certain they haven't gotten into my office when you're done in here, please."
Okay. And I guess we can try and sneak out of the front doors then.
So everyone give me a stealth check.
It's okay, Rock. We'll carry it. Put pillows on your shoes.
So you guys are able to sneak out, and you're out the front door, and you have the war charters and enough material to forge with. So someone's going to need to give me a check with forger's tools.
We don't have anyone with that. Anyone with calligraphy or anything?
It is a wisdom check.
Okay. We got +5. Too bad it's not sleight of hand.
That'd be a +4 on mine.
Alright, so I guess that's me. Somebody give me guidance.
I'll give you guidance. Yep, I'll give you guidance before you.
So give me your check. Sounds like it's straight wisdom since you don't have proficiency in a forger's kit.
Well, we got 5 copies.
That's right. You want to try your hand again?
Yep.
All right, you've got a success.
25.
Practice makes perfect.
Jessamine sends one of her spies to deliver the war charter. Within minutes, horns are sounded across the merchant's ward. Sibon Seni's mercenaries are on the move. Unfortunately, you guys didn't find the charts that the Lord's Alliance was looking for.
Eh,
But you did get a Cloak of the Bat.
that's good.
So I believe we're ending it at this point, if I understood the admin communications correctly. Go ahead and report a success before I forget for mission 3.
Okay.
And before I forget, one of you can take this awesome reward with you.
Is it a magic item?
It's a story award. Uku the Spider Boy.
Well, if no one takes it, I'll take it.
Are you a caster? A wizard?
Nope. Nope. I mean, I got a plus 11 to my sleight of hand, so I'm better than he is. But if you're ever broke, you could use it to get gold.
I'll roll you for it then.
No, you can have it then.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
If you're ever short on money, just have them do it. You get
Trying to save
90
up for
gold.
some plate armor.
Of course, I don't know how many times you can do it.
I don't either. Figure it out.
So is this Staff of the Woodlands a permanent item, or is it just for this adventure?
It's permanent, I think.
Sweet.
Probably just need to drop it in the party sheet and stuff.
It is one of 4 permanent magic items that you guys have acquired.
What? What did we get?
Stuff.
Yeah, it's not in the party sheet.
I'm still totaling stuff up. But
Okay.
+1 short sword here, +1 leather armor there, Cloak of the Bat in another place. And since I don't have the DMG, I can't really put stuff in the party sheet.
So it was a cloak, a staff. You said a long sword.
I'll get you some additional details, but the short sword, when unsheathed, sings sea shanties that aren't very clean.
Oh, it's a short sword. Okay.
Another character that would love that one.
So I just opened up the reward spreadsheet. Did we get this ever smoking bottle?
No.
No. Okay. What's the let me cloak of the bat? What is that? Some kind of stealth?
Advantage on stealth and dim and dark. You can turn into a bat and you can fly if you hold the edges of the cloak. But if you let go of the edges, you fall. So you can't attack or anything.
I wonder if you have a weapon and a shield in hand. If you can grab, probably
You
not.
can't
Then.
grab. I don't think.
Well, maybe I'll still put in the roll on that one.
You can also cast polymorph on yourself into a bat. Oh, I think somebody said that already. Never mind.
You have to be a caster for that?
No.
No?
Just have to be in dim light or darkness.
And are there any other restrictions on it? Like you have to be a certain this, that, or the other?
Nope.
Just once a day.
Of course, if you want to mess someone up, you just cast light spell on them.
And
Not that someone would
congratulations,
do.
we won the epic.
Okay, well, if you got 2 items, you get it.
Awesome.
If no one else has a lower count.
Start to get this log get this log going here. One renowned plus a bonus. And 4,700 and 1250 and 10. So
I don't know what the rarity on the bat is, though. That's rare. Okay.
let me copy that.
Oh, you also get a hunger for fish, huh? It's a special bat thing.
Let me paste that. Oops, screwing it up.
So they got their own little quirks on those items.
That's kind of nice. Do this math. Heck yeah. Thanks, Ron.
welcome.
That was fun. Nothing like a good middle of the day game.
Awesomeness, yep.
So there is still one thing left. I had it up.
Is it the +1 leather, wasn't it?
Hero of Port
Nyanzaru.
Nyanzaru.
I don't know what that story award is, but that was from
Everyone gets a Hero
admin.
of Port Nyanzaru.
Oh, there it is. Copy that one. Paste. Fix up the white space. Copy it.
So that is the end of this epic. Congratulations.
Thanks for
Thanks so
going.
much.
Thanks for running.
Everyone have a very good day.